Hey guys, so I'm really excited for this video. I'm going to be sharing with you some books I just bought recently. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm really excited. I have some really fun books that I got. One of them, well, is not a big series. Well, it is kind of a big series, 6 books long. It's by Jenna Darling, The Fallen Man. I got the special hardback editions. I just got them today, so I've been waiting and waiting to film this so I could show those to you because they're so stunning and I love them so much. So yeah, let me grab the first book.
About to leave, already packing.
Okay. So the first book I'm going to be sharing with you is The Vow of Deception by Rena Kent. This is an arranged marriage mafia romance, and so our heroine, I think, well, actually our hero, he is married to this woman and something happens to her, and so now he asks our heroine to step in as his wife because him and his wife, the heroine and his wife look very similar. He said like they're doppelgangers or something, so it'll be really interesting. That's all I really know about it. Oh, okay, so his wife is dead. So act as his dead wife. Adrian Volkov isn't the type of person who takes no for an answer. He commands with an iron fist and all its orders are met. When he approaches me with an offer, I have 2 options. Go to prison or put myself under his wrath. I choose to have a roof over my head. What's so wrong about acting, right? That sounds really good. And I'm really excited because I also read Rena Kent's Boldy Romance series, and I really enjoyed that. It was super fun and dramatic. I read that a couple summers ago, so I'm really excited to read this one. Definitely down below let me know your thoughts about Rena Kent, and give me some mafia recs because I am in a mafia mood right now, so I would love your recommendations. So this next book is called The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I'm not sure how to say their last name, but this is a very popular fantasy book. That's all I really know about this one, but I saw it on Katie Roberts' Best Books of either 2021 or 2022. I mean, no, not 2022, 2020, sorry. And I really trust her opinion, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. She reads a lot of different genres, and I kind of wanted to branch out and try something new. So yeah, that's why I got this one, and I'm really excited to read it. This next book is called Credence by Penelope Douglas. I already had the other copy, but this is a special edition of Credence, and I love this cover so much. Let's give her a moment. She's gorgeous. Side, the back. She's beautiful in all of her glory, and I love this book so freaking much. So this one is like about mountain men, and our heroine, her parents both like died together, which sounds very morbid, and she's kind of left on her own, and her parents never really showed her a ton of love. They just always loved each other very deeply. And so she has the option to go live with her uncle and his 2 sons in the mountains, and she's like, okay, I'll go. And so she kind of has a relationship with all 3 of them, and it's so good. It's really fun. It's rugged. It's mountain men, like I said before, but it's really good, and I love Penelope Douglas. So I'm so happy to have this fun edition, and it really brings all the aspects of the book with it, so I love this. Okay, so this next one is called Pippa and the Prince of Secrets by Grace Calloway, and this is a historical romance, an indie historical romance, and I've heard great things about Grace Calloway, so I really wanted to get the second book in the series. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. I think she makes a deal with him, I don't know, but I've also been on a really big like historical romance kick. Like, I've just been loving historical romances lately. I don't know what's in the air, but I am such in a great mood for historical romances, so I think I'm gonna like do maybe another vlog of reading historical romances, or it'd be fun if I did like a thing where for a whole month I read just historicals. Maybe we can make it a challenge with each other, with my subscribers and viewers. I think that would be fun, but I don't know if I could do that. I don't want to, I'd be scared that I would get burnt out on historicals because I love them so much. and they always take me a minute to get into, just because of the atmosphere and the writing, but I love every minute. I read historical, so I don't know, but we'll see. So let me grab the next book, and that is The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackwith. So I've seen this floating around for a really long time, and at first I thought it was by Seanan McGuire, because they kind of have similar like covers to some of their books, but I have no idea what this is about. I think this is kind of fantastical. I really don't know. I think it's about like maybe a fantastical library, but I've heard really great things. I know Riley Marie, she really loves this book, I think. And it's blurred by Seanan McGuire, so I really like Seanan McGuire, so I think I'm going to really like this one. Okay, so this next one is by Katee Robert, and it's called Queen. This is the third book in her like vampire series. I think it might be called Air. But I'm part of her Patreon, so I got this and another book that I'll show you in a minute. But I love Katee Roberts so much. If you're not a part of her Patreon and you really like her books, I would join it. It's $12 a month, super cheap, and anytime any of her books come out, you get a hardback copy of it signed. It's such a great deal, and really a steal. And she puts out like different tiers. You can get audiobooks, her audiobooks for free, and well, not for free, it's included in your membership, and if you don't want the paperbacks, you can just get her books digitally, and I think that's the first tier. But it's great. I love her books so much, so I'm so happy that I'm on her Patreon. So this is the third book, like I said, and this is part of a vampire series. And I remember the first book a little vaguely. I think she's like given to him as like a vampire slave or something. I don't know, like a blood slave that end up falling in love, and then it's kind of polyamorous, so I don't know. But I really need to continue on with the series. It's really good, so I can't wait to read it. So this next one is the other book that I got from Katee Roberts' Patreon, and that's Meet Me Under the Mistletoe, which I am so excited that I got. I had no idea that she was going to put this in there. I knew that she was a part of this anthology, but I'm so happy because I saw so many of my favorite authors in this anthology, like Gianna Darling, Sam Mariano, Pam Godwin, M. Robinson, and M. O'Keefe, who I really want to try. So I'm super excited, and I really did want to get this, but I kind of forgot about it. So I'm so glad that she put it in and sent it to me, and it's so cute. Look, and she puts, ooh, let's see her signature. Here's her beautiful signature. But yeah, I'm really excited for those. I don't know if they're all Christmas related. They probably are because it's Meet Me Under the Mistletoe, but I'm really excited to read that. So this next book is called The Chronicles of Elantra Cast in Shadow by Michelle Segarra. So this is another recommendation from Katee Robert. I get a lot of her recs from like her TikTok and her Instagram. So this one is a fantasy series that she really loves, and that's all I really know, and if she recommended it, I bought it. So super excited to read this one, and maybe I'll do like a vlog of like reading one of my favorite authors' favorite books, or books that she recommended to me, kind of thing. I don't know, but I'm excited to read this, and maybe do that vlog in the future. So this next one is called Roman by Sophie Lark. This one is a mafia romance, and I think it's a part of like the Underworld series or something like that, but I really like Sophie Lark, so I'm super excited to read this one. My stack is getting big. Like, I don't want it to topple over, so I'm gonna have to make a new one. But this next one is one I'm really excited to read. So this one is called Break Me by Megan Brandy. I don't know what to think about this book yet. Well, I'm excited to read it, but kind of apprehensive because I know a lot of people really love her Boys of Bradshaw series, but then some people find it kind of boring. I don't know, but I really want to read her, and I've heard this one's really good and kind of like in between that series. So this is a bully romance, but I think it's not in high school. I think it's like in their adult life. I don't know, but I'm really excited to read this one. And I really do like bully romances. But I like more unique ones. Like, I'm so sick of like the thing where it's like the girl is, she just moved in town and she's staying with her step mom or no, like her stepdad, and then she meets this group of boys at school and they instantly hate her kind of thing. I like more unique ones like Try 6 Venom by Penelope Douglas, Bully by Penelope Douglas, one of them by Sam Mariano is like Untouchable. It's actually in this book haul. But yeah, I really do enjoy bully romances, but some of them just like, But definitely down below, let me know some of your favorite bully romances, or if you even read bully romances, because I know a lot of people just don't read them because they don't like them and that's not their thing, which is totally fine, but I enjoy them. They're kind of like my guilty pleasure. I don't know. But I don't really feel that guilty about it. So this next one is called The Bully by Sophie Lark. This is a part of her Kingmaker series, and I really need to start the series. The first book is actually in my TBR for this month. And I think this one, it's a bully romance, and the whole series is set on this like gothic university in like England maybe. I don't know. I might be making that up, but I've heard really great things and I really want to read this series. They're chunky books, but they sound really good. And I actually didn't know this, but when Sophie Lark writes her books, she kind of explained it on her TikTok, but her and Mr. Lark do it together, and I think that's just so adorable. They are such a power couple in this community, and I love them so much. Like, what she does is she'll like write the first rough draft, and then he will like, they'll read through together, and then he'll give like notes like, oh, we should add this or whatever, and like they change together. I think that's so cute. They're such couple goals. So I just love them, and I feel like he should get some credit. He probably does get credit for the books. I'm just kidding. But this next book, is another Sophie Lark book. And so I kind of wanted to collect all of her books. That's my new thing that I want to do with Sophie Lark. And this one is called The Rebel. And this is another book in the Kingmaker series. I don't know what specifically this one is about, but yes, like ditto from everything that I said before about this series. I'm so excited to start it. Okay, now we're getting into some exciting things. So I have the hardback edition, the limited edition of Good Gone Bad by Janet Darling, and I'm literally freaking out about this. I am so excited. It's gorgeous. She needs her moment. Let's give a full spread. Ah, it's so pretty. Harley Rose, girl, you look so good. And I'm so happy with this. It's so gorgeous. But I don't want to open it because it's like kind of hard to open it. Like, see, like I don't want to ruin it, but I love it. So it's just going to be a collectible. Like, I won't read it, I guess. I don't know. But I'm so happy. And then I got the Four Winds by Krista Hanna. So I gotta talk a little bit about Book of the Month. So I did really enjoy Book of the Month for a long time. I would get so excited about buying their books and getting my package every month. But then I got kind of annoyed with it. I felt like they weren't bringing really great books and like diversity, especially with romance. Like, a lot of their romances felt really lackluster and women's fiction-y, and I just didn't like them. And then there just weren't books that I was excited about, so I'm like, why should I spend this money on something that I don't feel like I'm getting enough use out of and that I don't enjoy? So I officially quit my Book of the Month subscription this month. So I used up my last credits, and I got the Four Winds, like I said a minute ago, but this one I'm really excited to read because I'm watching the 1883 show with my family, and especially my dad, because we really like to watch like fun shows like that. And it's a Western like drama TV show, super gory, and it's about this family who's traveling across like the South, I guess to Montana, and it's like the spinoff of Yellowstone, if you've ever seen that show. And I'm really liking it. It's super fun. It's set in like the late 1800s in like the West and stuff, so it kind of like the synopsis reminded me of it, and I just want to live in the world of 1883. So I got this, and one of my friends, she read it and said she really liked it, so I decided to read this. It's about a woman in a small town, I think, and she gets married to somebody, and I think it doesn't work out. I don't know, but this isn't a romance, I don't think. I think it's more like historical / women's fiction, but I'm really excited to read it, and I've heard great things about Kristin Hannah. Okay, so this one is another book in the Fallen Men series, which this one is probably my favorite, and that's Inked in Lies. And so look at this gorgeous cover. She is gorgeous. This one is my favorite. I love Lila and Nova so much. They are so cute, and I love their story, so I'm so happy that I got this. You can see the back. I love this type of purple. It's so vibrant. There's the back. But yeah, I'm excited I got this one. Okay, so this next book is Dead Man Walking by Gianna Darling. This one is so pretty. I honestly thought the cover would be darker, but it kind of makes sense with the guy's cover. I'll put it up here to show you the difference, because she's kind of like the angel and he's like the darkness kind of thing. But this is so pretty, and this is the actual model or like person that Gianna Darling thought of when she was writing their story. Like, this is exactly who she envisioned Bay to be, so I thought that was really cool that she was able to get her on the cover. And I actually followed this girl on Instagram before I heard about her through Gianna Darling, so it's kind of a small world, but this is so pretty, and I really do like this book a lot. This one was really fun. It's about a serial killer motorcycle romance, and somebody's out to get the heroine, and the hero's like falling for her, and he's not supposed to because he's kind of like this big bad dude, and it's so good. I really liked it. It has some knife play in it, so be wary of the trigger warnings. This is probably one of her darkest books, but I really enjoyed it. And then this is another Book of the Month book, but one thing that I do find annoying about Book of the Month sometimes is that when you're trying to pick your books, they like make the thing like makes you have to pick like for your specific book of the month, you have to pick one from the month. You can't just pick from their like backlist or whatever, so I found that annoying. So I just randomly picked this one. I think I have another book by Rachel Hawkins, and it's a Jane Eyre retelling, but like a thriller version. This one I think is about a murder mystery on like an island. I'm not really sure. I just randomly picked it up, but I've heard really great things about Rachel Hawkins, so I'm wary of this one. I don't know if I'm going to read it, but I'm kind of excited to read it. Okay, so this next one is something I'm really excited about. So, it's Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone by Diana Gabaldon. So this is the most recent book in the Outlander series, and I'm trying, I don't know if this is going to happen, it's probably not. I really want to read the whole Outlander series before the new season comes, which I think is a ridiculous thing to say, but I might try. I don't know. If I would have to, it comes out in March, so there's not a lot of wiggle room, but maybe I should make it a goal to read the whole series this year. I don't know, and I got this during the Barnes & Noble sale. This is so heavy. It's in each of my books. I like to keep like a little tab, well, a Post-it. Ooh, hold on. Everything's getting messed up. Of, oh my gosh, I can't. Of, like what the genre is, how many pages is the book. It's kind of a fun way to keep track, and I've always done this with my books, but something cool about this special book was, here, I'll show you. It's signed right there. That's her signature, and I literally freaked out in the Barnes & Noble when I saw this. I was like, oh my god, I have to get this. And it actually had a different cover on it that said like signed, but I took that one off because it was kind of messed up and I switched it with a different one. Maybe that's illegal, I don't know. Nobody accosted me for doing that, but I'm really excited and I literally love Outlander so much. So I'm so happy I got this signed edition because Diana Gabaldon is a freaking genius, and to have one of her books, especially signed, I was like so happy and giddy. Even though I've never read the Outlander books, I just love the series and franchise so much. So I was so excited when I found that one. Okay, so this next book, I'm going to try to go through these quicker because this video is already too long. So the next one is Heavy Crown by Sophie Lark. It is a mafia romance, and that's all I know. It's part of the Brutal Birthright series, and I'm really excited to read this one. This is Broken Vow by Sophie Lark. This is another book in the Brutal Birthright series, and like I think all of the parents of like in the Kingmaker series, it's not a spin-off of this series, it's its own series, but they are the kids from these characters, so I think that's really fun. Let me know down below if I should read this series before that one. I don't know, but I don't think you have to, but maybe if you want more background, I don't know. Okay, so this next one is called Priceless by Miranda Silver. This was recommended to me from Katie Robert, so of course I got it. And yeah, that's all I really know. I think it's a dark romance and she makes a deal with him kind of thing to like get her out of trouble. This next one is called Bloody Heart by Sophie Lark. This is another book in the Brutal Birthright series. This next one is After the Fall by Gianna Darling. This is the 4th book. So this one's kind of damaged. See, you can see here and then like up here. So I was like, I'm gonna try to get another one and return this one. And it says it's coming like January 29th, which is like insane, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna keep that one until I get the other one because I don't want to not get the other one because these are limited hard editions. So the next book is Lessons in Corruption by Gianna Darling. This is the 1st book in the Fall of Men series, and this is one of my favorites in the series. I love this book. It's a teacher-student romance and age gap, and the age gap is where our heroine is the older one and our hero is younger, and it's so good and I love this edition. Let's give her a moment too, like all of her biker sisters. Okay, well there's nothing on this side, so I don't know why I should do that side and then this side. It's so gorgeous. I love it. This is actually the same model as the one before, so I thought that was kind of fun. And then the next couple of books, I don't have the 3rd one with me, but this is the Stay With Me series by Nicole Fiorina. I binge read this series the past couple of days, and it was incredible. Like, I don't know why I waited so long to read this book. It was so good. It was incredible. The 3rd book was my least favorite out of the whole series, but the 1st one was my favorite, the 2nd one second favorite. It was incredible. You're gonna hear about it in my wrap up, but love this book so much. They were so good. Oh my gosh. And she only has like this series and one other book out, so I need Nicole Fiorina to write more books because I love her writing. Her heroes are amazing. Like Ollie is like my new favorite book boyfriend. He's just so sweet, and I love him. So the next book is one I'm really excited about, and that's Sinner by Sierra Simone. This is the 2nd book in her like Priest series, I think. I don't know, it's called the Priest series, but the 1st book is Priest, and it's about Priest's brothers, I think is the next 2. One I think is a monk, and I think this one he is like a businessman. I don't really know, but I really do like Sierra Simone, so I'm super excited to read this. I heard it's super steamy, and I don't know if it's better than the 1st one or not, but I know I've just heard really great things, so I'm dying to read this one. My stack almost fell over, which would have been terrible. I'm putting them all in like this bookshelf right here, so I'm praying that they won't all fall. So the next couple of ones are classics. I wanted to get into some classics this year. I've never been really interested. The only real classic that I love, or two classics, is Lord of the Rings. Oh my gosh, not Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Flies. I don't know why I said Lord of the Rings, but they're very similar, so I guess that's why. I don't know why, but like in this video, I've been like auto-correcting myself so much. So I don't know why I'm doing that, and I keep saying I don't know why, but I hope that's not annoying. So I wanted to get into some classics, like I just said, and I read Lord of the Flies and absolutely loved it. It was so good. And I also read To Kill a Mockingbird, and I really love that. I'm pretty sure that one's considered a classic, or one of, yeah. I mean, it's a classic. See, I'm doing it again, guys. I don't know why I'm doing this. So I got, these were all like $7 from Barnes & Noble, and I've been looking online at different editions of like Jane Eyre, Emily Bronte, books by them, and I hadn't found ones that I super loved or really loved, but I got The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I got The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I've heard really great things, and it sounds really interesting, so super excited to read this one. And then I got Emma by Jane Austen, and this edition is so pretty because I really want to read some Jane Austen. And then I got Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Sorry if you can hear the dogs in the background. There's probably somebody walking, but I really want to read this one. Actually, like, the first notion of Pride and Prejudice I ever like heard of was I watched like the zombie Pride and Prejudice movie, and I remember liking it a lot. And I think that's hilarious. I think that's hilarious that that was like my first like look into Pride and Prejudice, but I really liked it. So yeah, I'm really excited to read these ones. Sorry, you can hear Luna. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm really excited to read these ones, and hopefully I can get to them this year. Okay, so this next one, I'm really excited to read, and that's The Truth by Nick Cutler. I am dying to read this one. I've heard really great things. Stephen King blurbed it, and I hold Stephen King in a very high regard. Even though I tried reading one of his books and I didn't really like it. But I think the key to his writing and his success is that like his storylines are so good. I just didn't like the writing of the book, and I was reading Misery. But this one is blurbed by him, and it's about a group of Canadian Boy Scouts, and they go to this island, and this like man washes up on it, I guess, and some crazy stuff starts happening. So it sounds really good, and I know a lot of people really like this and say it's like one of the scariest books they've ever read. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with that book. I do really like scary things. I love scary movies. And this next one is called Gothicana by Runix. I've been seeing a lot of buzz around her, especially in 2021. And I heard a lot of people really like the Predator series by her, but I wanted to try this one. It's a gothic romance. I don't know if, yeah, it's a gothic university. That's all I really know. And I think, oh, I thought the hero was named Vlad, but it's Vad, so I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this one, and I want to read some of Runix's writing because I heard really great things about her. Okay, so now for the big thing. Oh my gosh, hold on, I have to grab them all. Oh my gosh. And that is the beautiful Corrupt series by Penelope Douglas. I got all of the new covers. I'm having such a hard time. They're so beautiful. They are hard to manage. I got Corrupt, and then they all kind of look similar but like different things, and they're really fun and spooky. I think they hold the essence of the series way more than the other covers. I'm gonna put them right over here. Oh. But they're really fun and spooky, and I really am so happy that I got those. Let me grab the last couple of books. I'm really excited. So this next one is called Untouchable by Sam Mariano. I mentioned that this was going to be in here early. This is a great dark bully romance, but it is not for everyone. Like, he kind of like sexually assaults her a little bit, like in the beginning. So if you're not into that, which I wasn't really into it in the beginning, I was like, ew, but they had a ton of chemistry and I was really liking that. And this is fiction, this is not based on real life, but it gets better throughout the book, but it is very dark, so definitely check the triggers. But I really love this book. I read this early, like 2019, and I kind of forgot about it, but I remember really enjoying this. I read it in the span of like 2 days on Kindle Limited, and it was just so good. I love the angstiness of it, and they have a very toxic relationship, but I found it kind of fun. I don't know. It was really good. I really enjoyed this, so go check it out, but look at the triggers, because there are some dark topics in this book, and I don't want you to go into a book that you think you're going to like and then hate it. Okay, so this next one is called The Bratva's Heir by Jane Henry and Sophie Lark. I read this in September. I got an arc of it, and it was just so good. I love this book so much. Shh. I got an arc for this one, and it was so good, and I really loved it. It was so good. I'm gonna link my review of it kind of in my favorites of 2021, but basically he's a Bratva leader, and she's a psychiatrist, and he's in jail for murdering his fiance. So yeah, it's really good. And then he kind of escapes jail and takes her with him, kidnaps her, and it's really good. They go on an adventure around the city trying to find who killed his his ex-fiance. I really love this. It was so good, so definitely go check it out. Okay, so this next one is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I already had this book and love this book, but this was a special edition from Barnes & Noble. It has a really cool note in it from the author, and I'll show you really quick. It's it has this cool filmy thing, and then the actual hardback is gorgeous. It's a bird, and then it says, "I remember you" on the back. It's so cute. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, I have to get this, because just that one line broke me. And then the last books are the rest of the books in the Like Us series by Kristen Becca Ritchie. I'm not going to show you all of them because it's a lot, but it is the spin-off series from the Calloway Sisters series and the Addicted series, and it's so good. It's about their kids, and it's so good. I love it. And they're all bodyguard romances. And I love the series, so definitely go check it out. But yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's probably 30 minutes long, but I mean, I talked about 40 plus books, so that's probably why. But maybe next time I see you guys, I won't autocorrect myself so much. I don't know why I'm doing that today, but my mood fluctuates, and my grammar does too, every day. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun talking about all these books, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Love you.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.